Thank you. Tonight, DHEC wants to do more testing on dead birds to track viruses here in the Midlands. News 19's Zoe Henry spoke with the health agency about that process.
DHEC is looking for citizens to do their part in its research. The state health department is testing dead birds for mosquito-borne illnesses like West Nile. I spoke with people about participating, and the general consensus is
it's helpful because I think some people would do that, yeah.
Avery Arrington is a business owner in Columbia. He says he doesn't see the point of DHEC's research.
Birds die all the time, so it's either you'll be sending them in for no reason at all, the heat these days or water or whatever.
Clayton agrees, saying he wouldn't go out of his way to send in a dead bird.
Yeah, definitely if it's on my property, I think I'd be more inclined to move the bird or move the animal off my property for sure. Maybe here on Main Street, I don't know that I'd go out of my way to walk and move a dead bird.
And DHEC says if you do come across a bird that you want to turn in, make sure that you double bag your hand and pick up the bird that way. Tie off the bag and hand it off to your local health department. After that, your local health department mails it to DHEC to test it for any illnesses like West Nile.
Dr. Chris Evans with DHEC says this will help pinpoint infections across the state,
so that we can direct local mosquito control programs to perform mosquito control in that area in order to protect public health and prevent people from getting sick.
After testing, the data is entered into a map like this one, showing infection rates across the state. So far, DHEC has received 45 birds, 16 in Richland County. For West Nile, 7 were negative, 2 were positive, and 4 are pending a result. Dr. Evans adds, the 2 infected birds do not pose a threat to the greater public based on current infection patterns. In Columbia, Zoe Henry, News 19, WLTX.
Well, DHEC also has a form to go along with bird submissions. You can find a link to that on our website right now. Simply go to WLTX.com. Now, according to the CDC tonight, the West Nile virus most commonly spreads by infected mosquitoes. There is no vaccine and there is no specific medicine to treat that illness. Most people infected with West Nile do not feel sick, but 1 in 5 develop a fever and other symptoms, including headaches, body aches, and vomiting. Most recover completely, but some people may suffer from weakness and fatigue for months. About 1 in 150 people who are infected develop a severe illness affecting the central nervous system, and among those patients, 1 in 10 will die from the illness. Now, West Nile virus has been found in hundreds of different bird species, but there are only a few that are routinely tested by DHEC. Those birds include the sparrows, the finches, American and fish crows, and blue jays. According to DHEC, crows and blue jays are more likely to die from the West Nile virus, making them a good choice for testing. The finches and sparrows are often tested because they are extremely common and have high infection rates of the virus. Again, DHEC says you should never handle any dead animal with your bare hand.